Hey guys, it's a new wonderful day to be alive. I hope that you're having a great day so far. Now, it wasn't too long ago that I was at HEB, and I know with everything that's going on right now, there's a lot of people that are really like scared, or some are in panic mode, or at least were in panic mode. But there were some people that were very cautious on what they were doing. Some people would either stay in, some people would, if they would go out, they would be very careful, making sure to always use hand sanitizer, to barely touch something. And I guess this past time when I went to HEB, I noticed something. And to see with my own eyes, I was just very surprised. I was in the aisle where you buy the baking stuff, and I saw an elderly man in like those chairs that they have at HEB, but like it's like a little cart. Anyways, so he was sitting down there, and then I just saw another man just looking at him, and he was saying something to him. And me being on nosy, I kind of was like looking, and I was just, because like it wasn't a normal conversation. Like you can tell there was something that was gonna go on, and I was just like, okay. So I was just listening, and then I heard the man was telling the elderly man stuff, and I was just kind of like, oh my gosh. Like after I heard what he was telling him, I was like, wow, look at what this world has come to. He started telling him, like, why do you have to be grabbing all of those pie crusts? Like, you only need one. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And I was almost gonna like, dude, like, why did, like, I for a moment I was just like, this is so crazy what this world has come to. And so the elderly man didn't say anything, obviously, and like I felt bad for him. Like he looked scared, and he kept on going. Like he got what he needed, and he kept on going in his chair. He was by himself. And then I'm looking at this man, and I see him grab something from the shelf, and I'm looking at him, and I'm like, oh my gosh, if I see this guy not preaching what he just told this older man, meaning he was practically telling him, don't be touching everything, just grab one, and that's the one you're gonna take. The first one you touch, that's the one you're gonna take. So I'm looking at this man, and I see him grab marshmallows, and I'm like, okay, let's see what he's gonna do. And then I see him I see him grab the other marshmallows. I was like, okay. And then I see him put the first ones he got back. And I was like, are you serious right now? And so when I saw that, it shocked me. And I was like, easily I was able to like think, dude, how many times are we like that? How many times do Christians say that we should be a certain way, but yet they're not living that way? How many times are we telling other people that they need to be following these certain things from what the Bible is telling us, and we're not doing it, we're not following it, we're not practicing what we preach, but yet we're telling others that they have to do it, but we're not doing it ourselves. Now that brings me to read this verse to you. It's found in Romans 2:21, and it says, well then, if you teach others, why don't you teach yourself? You tell others not to steal, but do you steal? You say it is wrong to commit adultery, but do you commit adultery? And that just goes on to say and to ask you, are you telling people that they need to be living a certain way, but yet you're not living like that? And if so, the Bible is clearly telling us, like, are you that type of person? And I think that if you stay stuck on being that person, it can be defined as being a hypocrite, because you're telling others how to live like holy, but yet you're not doing it because you still want to live in the world. Now, there's this other verse that's found in Matthew 7, and it says, do to others whatever you would like them to do to you. And you see, it's not just about what you're telling others how to be and what to do, like when you come into Christ and stuff like that, or when you accept Christ, it's not just about that, but it's also about how you're treating people, and a lot of that goes around. A lot of it goes around like, treat others how you want to be treated. And I believe that sometimes in this world, we're expecting a certain behavior from somebody else, but we're not giving out that same behavior. We're not giving out that same love that we expect back. And so I just want to encourage you all that if you're that type of person right now, let's not continue to be that person anymore. Let's start changing it. Because we might be the ones scaring off people from following Christ, because we say how to live and then we're not doing it. And so we might even be encouraging them to do the same thing we are. And it's a scary thing to be living in a world like that. I hope that you all have a great day today. Bye. God bless you.